questions or anything?
We have some questions, Master.
Tell me.
The United States Republican Senator Mitt Romney suggests that if Putin used nuclear weapons, then NATO could engage in Ukraine.
Why do they have to go into nuclear weapons? Huh?
Yes, Master.
Master.
Why? If they use nuclear weapons, then they can come in. Why not now? Huh?
That's right.
Ridiculous. They just trying to make excuses. But you know what? At least they were helping with something. But the thing is, weapons alone are not enough.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
They need expertise. They need also more manpower because Ukrainians have like 40 million people. There are not enough men.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Even all the people came out, the young and the old all came out to fight, but they're not professional. That's just to show their unity, their freedom-loving, the spirit, the sacrifice and courage. But that doesn't mean that they have enough manpower. So they cannot just protect everywhere in the whole country
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
because they have to face Russia on all fronts in different areas at the same time. Thus, the steel plant heroes under the tunnel there had to surrender
Yes, Master.
because their wives, their family wanted them alive. So President Zelensky had to relent.
Yes, Master.
Otherwise, they would maybe die down there. But I don't know what they prefer, to die a hero or to surrender under Russia's hand like that. There is a price for both, eh?
Yes, Master.
If they don't surrender, then some wounded soldiers down there would suffer too much without medicine, and then they also ran out of food and water already. But to surrender like that also has a big dent in their dignity.
Yes, Master.
They did not want to. They said they'd rather fight to the end. That was what they said. But the family pressured the president and even went to P. Francis to ask, what can he do anyway? If NATO can come in when they use nuclear weapons, then it's too late already.
Yes, yes.
Maybe everybody already would have died.
That's right, Master.
Then what for come in?
Yes, understand.
Might as well give it all to Russia now. Save everybody's lives.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
I really have no more respect for the leader of NATO. As I told you already, they say they would protect freedom and democracy.
Yes, that's
Yes.
right.
And that's exactly what Ukraine was doing, and practically doing it. In action, not just talk. They just talk. I think they just collect memberships, that's all. I think NATO just wants to, maybe deliberately, maybe not, but just collect more members to feel stronger, but not following the ideal of NATO.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Because, you see, it's like sending a message to the rich and powerful like Finland and Sweden and any other country saying, see, if you don't join me, then you will be like Ukraine. You will be at war like that.
Yes, understand.
So somehow it's kind of a subtle hint, a wrong message. Instead of protecting people, just wanting to consolidate the leader position and NATO showing off in its practice.
Yes, Master.
Master.
In practice, it feels like an empty, hollow character. It doesn't mean much to me. It doesn't seem like they walk the talk. It doesn't seem like they truly want to protect freedom and democracy. Because Ukraine is the symbol of freedom and democracy in their own right.
That's right, Master.
And they don't want to accept Ukraine, especially when they're in need of some shoulders to lean on, truly in imminent danger and need. And they just ignore Ukraine, just throw some weapons. That's it. And the top leader of NATO is really a piece of useless mouth. That's what I think.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
I feel disgusted with these guys. The Russians oppress, murder, and rape the children and women in Ukraine, and they sit pretty next door.
Yes.
And they're collecting more membership, profiting of Ukraine's suffering. So disgusting.
Yes, Master.
Master.
If they had come in before, then Mariupol would not have been lost, and the soldiers down there wouldn't have suffered so much under the steel plant,
That's right.
Yes, Master.
fighting just a handful of them, outnumbered by Russians, outnumbered, outweaponed,
Yes.
out-equipped. And now Russia Russianizes many of the places that they have occupied.
Yes, Master.
They broadcast Russian TV channels, fake news, and they don't let people speak Ukrainian and many other things. They start to install their footprints inside Ukraine already
Yes.
and destroy so many cities and damage many villages and still continue doing it. And NATO just folds their hands in front of their chest and looks on and collects memberships. Like Finland and Sweden have to join them because they fear for their countries.
Yes, Master.
Yes,
Master.
If NATO had protected Ukraine in the more proper way, then maybe Finland and Sweden wouldn't have joined them
That's
Yes,
right.
Master.
because they would think that in case of trouble, NATO would help them.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Like this, it's a form of subtle coercion,
Yes.
passive coercion. I'm disgusted with these so-called leaders of the world standing up there and talking big. Disgusting. And letting Ukrainian people suffer and die and begging for their lives, for their family members' lives. And don't even have food, don't have drink, and losing their identity under many of the occupied areas already. So disgusting. I feel they are so disgusting, these leaders of the so-called NATO. So at least Senator Romney, he has some sense. But he should have spoken more directly and more loudly. Just say, go in, man.
Yes, Master.
Not just say, if. Well, my God, if Russia used nuclear weapons already, do you think the Ukrainian people would still be alive?
No.
No worries.
I heard President Trump say that America has just one. They have many, of course, yeah?
Yes.
But there's just one of them is enough to flatten Russia already.
Yes, I heard that.
Or at least big cities.
I think they're dealing with him incorrectly. I think what they're saying, it's almost like they're speaking with fear, and they don't understand. We have one weapon alone that would destroy everything.
So if Russia used nuclear weapons, what for does NATO want to come in, huh? Do what?
Right.
To count the bones, if there are any left? Or to sieve to the ashes of the people?
It's too late.
Or go look for leftover treasure or something? If anything is left at all. My God, that's what I've been saying for a long time already. Just giving weapons not enough, they need more manpower, more practical support, more soldiers.
Right.
Yes.
But they're just standing by waiting to profit from Ukraine, to profit from the Ukrainian people, to profit from the prolonged war. That is to wait for them to win the war so that they can benefit from it,
Yes.
like getting rid of Russia and taking all their oligarchs' money for whatever reason. Or if Ukraine loses, then it's not them who lose.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
My God, so ugly. Yeah. Disgusting, all these so-called leaders. Oh. Because if you say you protect democracy and freedom, then you should help people when they're doing that.
Yes.
Yes.
Because NATO doesn't even want to accept Ukraine.
That's right.
That's right.
And then doesn't help. What kind of people are that? Even normal people, next door neighbors. If they see some people bullying their neighbors, they would run over to help.
Yes,
Yes.
that word, Master.
They do what they can, no?
Right.
And here, just standing by and watching the Ukraine people suffer. They're outnumbered, man, huh? And then don't have enough equipment. Even some equipment sometimes got destroyed also by Russia, or they need experts to assemble them.
That's right.
It's not like they bring in and immediately can use. You have to test it. You have to coordinate all the spare parts together, and you need experts and all that.
Right, Master.
Yes.
They just stand by and enjoy. These people have some sadistic tendency and even profit from Ukraine. It doesn't matter how many millions of people are starving. If not now, then soon.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Because they will always have food to eat, these leaders, no matter what. They will always have it, and have it in abundance.
Right.
Have all this big meat, big wine, and whatever they have. Big house, flashy cars to use, and regular salary. But the poorer people, the poor nations, don't have all these privileges. So if they don't have food, they will starve. They will die, including children as well, of course.
Yes.
So I'm disgusted with these leaders. They're not worthy to be leaders at all, earning money and all. They don't do their job well. They should be fired or just go home in shame. This is even more honest than just standing there.
Yes, that's
Yes,
true,
Master.
Master.
Oh, I'm so sorry, too. I'm so sorry. Not to say these things. I'm sorry for these people, the helpless people in the world who cannot afford the luxury that these stupid, selfish, indignant so-called leaders have.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
They have all the luxury, all the privilege. The poor, normal people don't have. I'm telling you, all these are working for evil, for the devil,
Yes, Master.
because they don't have enough morals. So the devil influences them easily if they are not devils themselves.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Yes,
understand.
Master.